So today I woke up and thought I should really kill the Ender Dragon. So I hopped on Minecraft and created a new world. Now, if you don't know how to kill an Ender Dragon, it's simple. I'll give you a brief explanation. First, get some armor, get some tools, create a nether portal, go to the nether, kill some blaze rods, kill some endermen, or trade for the ender pearls from the piglin by using gold. Come back, turn the blaze rods into blaze powder, and combine the blaze powder and the ender pearls. You'll get eyes of ender. Use them to navigate yourself to find the stronghold. Fill the portal with the eyes of ender, enter the end, kill the dragon, come home with your ender egg as your trophy, and the end. Now obviously these are the only main objectives. There are some side objectives you can get, like enchanting to prot 4, getting diamond armor, getting potions. There are some advanced levels, getting netherite armor if you're really afraid of dying, like if you're on hardcore. But there's no hardcore in bedrock, so if you're a Java player and you're on hardcore, well, you might want to get some netherite armor. But that just doesn't make sense because it's Java edition. The Ender Dragon boss fight is not as hard as it is on the Bedrock edition. What, Java players, you want some taste of it? Well, just get Bedrock edition and try it for once. It's so hard. I mean, it may be not that hard for you guys if you have like a super 60 NASA computer or something, but people like me, when it lags so much, when we are not even doing anything, and the Ender Dragon boss fight in Bedrock Edition is hard as you can expect. After I upgraded my tools to stone tools, I thought of something. If I'm really bad at Minecraft, which I am, the one thing that I really need to establish before doing anything risky or dangerous is a good base. A good base that offers me protection, storage, and everything else that I need that can aid me in my journey. So I put out a plan to make a base. Now, one thing I have really been obsessed over is the underground bases, of how good and unique and useful they are. Now, if you don't know, when you're building a base above the ground, you have to worry about how is it looking, what about its shape, and everything else. But when you're building an underground base, all you have to worry about is the interior, and that's more easy to do than building an external base above the ground. So that's why ever since I've been playing survival, I've been building underground bases. Also, underground bases look cool though. Now I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, well, even though underground bases look cool, it doesn't look as much cool as the above the ground bases. Because above the ground you have like so much space, you don't have to mine out and have your tools break or anything like that. All you have to care about is how much resources you have, and it's not that much problem. And so you can make so many different shapes in many innovative ways. I know that's what you're going to say, but in my opinion, because I'm a lazy person, I feel like underground bases are the thing to go for people like me. Okay, I don't want to get attacked by like 1,000 people who build above the ground. Okay, yeah. Now, I don't know about you, but what's more frustrating than finding diamonds before iron and having no accessible way to mine them? But that's exactly what happened to me. Just look at this. I found another vein. But there are times when I was mining for hours and didn't get one diamond vein, and now it just comes to me without even iron. What, developers are so amazing, mate. They're just so amazing. Anyhow, later I got some iron and mined the diamonds. No real problem. But then I found a ruined nether portal outside the village. So I got myself a diamond pickaxe from the diamonds I just mined and got some obsidian. Now I thought of enchanting before going to the nether, but it seems like a really painstaking long process, so I just skipped it. And into the nether we go. Now there's something that I really got to apologize for, is that I didn't record the whole nether journey, because I did record the nether fortress place and everything and getting the blaze rods and everything, but I didn't record the journey to the nether fortress. Because let me explain you, having a lag full PC and getting like constantly fireballed by ghast skeletons shooting at me piglins running after me because I heard some child is really lagged while recording. It's lagged so much that I got 1 frame per second while I was recording. I was able to get like 20 FPS or something when I was not recording. So sadly, I had no choice but to not record the journey to the Nether Fortress. But I will show you the I did record the Nether Fortress. Now, recording the Nether Fortress is also lagful. So I had to come up with some tips and tricks up my sleeves. Generally speaking, having wither skeletons, blazes constantly fireballing me is also lag. But I've created a tactic to remove that lag. Basically, what you do is you have like this 3 by 3 hallway in the Nether Fortress hallways, right? You have this 3 by 3 hallway. What you do is you create these like 3 Nether Fort blocks, like every 10 in the span of like every 10 blocks, and it allows wither skeletons to not fall after you. And the other thing I did is I see where the blazes are spawning. I digged 1 block down and I just kill them. For those hardcore players who haven't developed any kind of tactic, this is the best way. I said it twice, I think so, but whatever. This is the best way you can beat, because I've tried this like challenge of beating the Ender Dragon 1,000 times. This is the only time I got lucky, but I've tried to kill the Ender Dragon 1,000 times, and every time I played this challenge, I always die at the Nether pot while killing the blazes, because wither skeletons attack me, even blazes attack me. They do a lot of melee damage. But so when I've developed these tactics, I kid you not, I did not die once in the Nether, or or at least not during the Nether Fortress phase. I died when I was trying to get Ender Pearls, okay? I wasn't very careful then. I don't have any tactic for that yet. But yeah, that's the only time. That's the only 2 times I think so I died at the Nether for getting Ender Pearls. But that's just about it. Using this tactic, I did not die once. Use this tactic. It's so helpful. It makes your life better. So you know how I said that I'm not very fond of getting like full enchanted diamond armor because it takes a lot of time and I only have like few days to go to the college and I have to complete this thing in like 3 days. Now I have avoided everything else, but one thing that I chose not to avoid are potions. I really wanted some strength potions and speed potions to get away from the dragon, and when I do get the chance, strength potions will help me to kill it, because that's what the video is about. With that thought in mind, I went back. I actually came back from the Nether after getting the blaze rods, thinking that I never have to go to the Nether again, because I thought, let's get the Endermen and Ender Pearls on the overworld during the night time, because I don't want to die in the Nether, because I have some experience in the Nether of dying in the Nether. So that's what I thought, but then again I remembered the fact of potions and went back. So remember how I told you that recording while going on a journey in the Nether actually lags my gameplay and makes me unable to do anything? So I don't want any of that during getting this Nether wart. So I turned off the entire journey, even to the Nether Fortress, and I just did not record even in the Nether Fortress. After I got to the Nether Fortress, I went into the room where the Nether wart are present. That's when I hit record and recorded the video. That's how much I scared I was of getting killed trying to get the Nether wart. I did not want any lag. That's why I was not recording at that time. So with that, the Nether phase is over. But wait, since we are already in the Nether, how about getting the Ender Pearls right here? And that's one of my huge mistakes, because that thought is what led me to dying 2 times in the Nether. One to the piglings because I attacked some child or something, and the second one is something I think everyone can agree on. It's the most hated thing on the planet: magma. So you know how like normal overworld slimes, the green ones, they when they get to the like the small ones, like when you kill they multiply, but they also decrease in size. So when they get like smaller, they can't attack you, they don't do any damage. But that's not the case with the magma, because they attack no matter how small they are. There was one big magma and I killed it, and it like multiplied into the smaller ones, and I killed it and it multiplied into the smaller ones. And I thought, yeah, these can't attack me, right? So I was like minding my own business, mining gold to trade with the piglings. And that's when they all came like, it's like, you know what, you know how like how it sounded, how it looked. It looked exactly like 300. You know, when like all the arrows come from the sky and kill the main guy. That's exactly what happened here. I turn around, something attacks me, and I turn around, and there's like a bunch. There's like 12 magmas, smaller ones, trying to kill me, and I was pushed into a lava and died. So yeah, I hate those. I hate those magma cubes. It's the worst. Okay, why do they even add like things like that? So I traded with those piglins and got like 4 pearls or something. Not much. And luckily there was a warp biome. So I went there, killed some endermen. I didn't. Unluckily, unfortunately, right beside the warp forest is the, what do you call it? Crimson forest. That's where the piglins live. Now normally it wouldn't have been a problem because I was wearing gold boots, but when I was attacking an enderman, it attacked me back, as they do. And my gold armor had like low durability, so it broke. I don't think it, I think it was helmet. I don't remember if it was golden boots or helmets that I was wearing, but they broke. And a bunch, like 6 to 7 guys just came and killed me. One thing I did as a safety thing is that I built a like a place where only like 2 block mobs can stand, so that endermen can't attack me. But things that are also 2 block are piglins, so they attacked me. Just as how the magma cubes attacked me, I was minding my own business, killing the enderman, and I turn and there's just a bunch of piglins trying to kill me. So that's something. Yeah, that's the only 2 times I died in the nether, thankfully. But nothing compares to as how much I died in the end realm. That's what you call foreshadowing. Now, there's something weird I need to talk about, that I need to establish here. So you know how like a normal stack has like um normal stack means like 64 items, right? Any kind of stuff. Or they could be one single thing. But for some reason, developers at Mojang decided to add pearls 16. I guess they don't really want like people just throwing pearls all at the time. But the other strange thing about is when you combine blaze powder and um, pearls, you get Eyes of Ender, but they can stack up to 64. Very weird of how Ender pearls can stack up to 16, but when combined with the blaze powder and become Eyes of Ender, they can stack up to 64. Why make it such complex things? You know how like people who play games, some people only play games for like fun, right? They don't play games for like having high IQ or something. They're not going to write an entrance exam at Harvard University from for Minecraft or something, right? Why make it such complexity? I don't really have any problem with this, but it seems a bit weird to change the meaning of stack from 64 to 16 to 1 and things like that. But yeah, that's just how I think. After I got home, I had like 1 hour. I was preparing a lot. Now I was recording. I think when I came back from the nether after getting pearls, I had like 16 pearls plus 55 pearls, because I really don't want to get shortage of pearls in the middle of finding the stronghold. Last time something like this happened, I bought 15 pearls, Ice Offenders. I got 15 Ice Offenders, and then you know how they broke if you use them to find the stronghold, and I ended up with like 5. Something I really learned is when you have less amount of ice offender, they break less. So I used that tactic. I only like had like 2 ice offender. They almost, something surprising is when I had only 2 ice offender, they didn't break once when I went to the stronghold, and that's just amazing. That's a simple thing that you can use if you are really afraid of having a shortage. Anyhow, I have like 1 hour of preparations. I got like a new iron armor with like prot 2 on some of, I got prot 2 on the chest plate, prot 2 on the leggings, I think so, and prot 1, and I don't know, I don't really remember. I got fire protection and projectile protection and some boots and the helmet, but yeah, that's just it. And then I got sharpness 2 on my diamond sword. And after the enchanting that I forgot to record, something I really need to say again is that how I just started YouTube, so I'm really getting started here. I wanted to record the enchanting process and I forgot to turn on the recording. So I'm really sorry for that. But I genuinely got Prot 2 and Prot 2 on the both chest plate and leggings, I think so. I don't really remember. But yeah, after the enchanting process is done, I made some arrangements, like I got some arrows. One thing that really good thing has happened is I got power 2 on 2 bows. And I got like power 3 on 1 bow. And it was really amazing and helpful in the end. That will make sense in a minute, but wait for it. It's worth the wait. Now, while I was preparing to to bring to the stronghold, I thought, there are going to be some decent enchanted books in the library, so I'm going to bring the anvil with me. And I have to say that was one of the best decisions I have done in this whole walkthrough or gameplay, because I got a power 3 book in these libraries, and I was so thankful because I already have like a power 3 bow. So when I get a power 3 and power 3, when you mix them, you get power 4. And it was one of the key things that I needed, a good bow to shoot down the Ender Dragon. And I was really thankful. But now is the time for the Ender Dragon fight. Now, something I really need to say here is this was one of the most gruesome, and it's very tiring. It's a very tiring gameplay. This was one of the times, usually when I play a game, I talk a lot, even to myself. Even when I'm not recording, I talk to myself a lot. I commented myself. I'm like, oh, that's a good blaze. Oh, that's a really strong gamer. Even when I'm playing with myself, I just talk a lot. But this was one of the times I had my gamer focus on. I didn't talk one single time. I was like breathing so heavy into my mic that I have to mute what I was talking. I did talk like 2 sentences, but I had to shut down the whole thing for this. I did get glitched one time, but you'll see when you see the end battle. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. So yeah, this is all the result that you've been waiting for. This is one of the most tiresome gameplays I've ever done. So yeah, this is me fighting the final battle in this video. This is the end. This is the one battle that I need to win. Of all the things that I've done, this is one thing that I really need to succeed on. So I really took it seriously. I didn't talk at least once. I was full on focus mode. I was trying to be careful, and this is the final fight between me and that godforsaken Ender Dragon. And that's the end. This took me 7 hours to complete. In fact, I'll give you the correct figure, alright? I'll give you the exact figure. 7 hours, 26 minutes, 29 seconds, 333 milliseconds is the amount of time that's showing on my screen if I put all the recordings together on my editing software. So that's how much time I have put into this video. But that's just only the gameplay. The editing and the recording, it's all the post-production is what you call it. I don't know. But that final battle with the dragon was one of the most stressful and tiresome thing to do. Some of the parts I just lost complete hope because of how I lost everything, my armor, my weapons, and everything. All I had was that one freaking bow. That bow and my hands. Those are the only thing that helped me win this battle. And when I finished it, my hands were literally shaking of how easy that was, like how I was able to kill the dragon with my bare hands. I did get the wooden sword at the end, but it's just so stunning how much hope and everything I've put into that final battle. It was one of the happiest moments I felt ever playing, ever completing a video game. And when I came back, I took a building material. I got myself working, and I built the Ender Dragon Egg Shrine. I built it, I stand on it, and this was the final time I'm gonna log off the world. But but all that being said, that Ender Dragon is dead. And now I have nothing else to do. I'm done. I mean, I could go for episode 2 of killing the Wither, but this is it. This is the end. And with that, I finally logged off the world. Oh, and also I got a horse. His name's Steve, by the way.